So I understood your answer on how can God desire everyone to be saved, yet like not everyone is. I get that, but I'm just wondering how you kind of reconcile that with Romans 9 when Paul's discussing like Jacob and Esau, and he says like though they were not yet born, had done nothing, either good or bad, in order that God's purpose of election might continue, not because of works, but because of him who calls. She was told, the older will serve the younger, as is written, Jacob I have loved, but Esau.
Okay, what is that a quotation from?
From Micah, right? Or?
No, that's a quotation from Malachi. That's not a quotation from Genesis. Romans 9 is not talking about electing anyone to individual salvation. Romans 9 is talking about the election of the nation of Israel. Okay? And when he's hardening Pharaoh's heart, Pharaoh already began to harden his own heart. Okay? He's talking about using Pharaoh's hardness for his own purposes. But he's not saying Pharaoh is in hell. That's not the point of the passage. And how do we know Romans 9 is about the election of Israel and not the election of individuals? Is because if you read Romans 9 is about Israel's past, Romans 10 is about Israel's present, and Romans 11 is about Israel's future. And when you get into Romans 11, I think it's verse 28, somewhere around there, it says that on account of the gospel, the patriarchs are enemies on your behalf, but on account of election, they are loved. So he's bifurcating election and the gospel, which is telling you, or telling us, that when he's talking about election here, he's not talking about election to salvation, he's talking about the election of the nation of Israel. That's what the whole passage is about.
I guess would that be what the term like hate means in that sense of Esau?
Yeah, in fact, Jesus even used that. If you don't hate your parents in relation to me, it's just a Semitic, strong way of saying, an exaggerated way of saying that you really need to love God. Yeah. So Romans 9 is not talking about election of anybody. Ephesians 1 is, but as I said before, when God elects to create this universe, inevitably He knows how it's going to turn out.
And so like hardening and showing like mercy to whom he wills and hardening whom he wills, although it's in the context of the nation of Israel, that wouldn't, like you wouldn't attribute that to salvation. And
no, that's not, has nothing to do with salvation. Right. Okay. Right. All right. Thank you.